So 2020 was terrible. It was such a bad year, honestly. It was probably one of the worst years in my opinion.
It's one of our worst years since we've been alive.
Yeah, it's shocking. It's been such a bad year. So I decided to make a video about the good things that happened in 2020, you know? We just had to get some positivity in the end of the year.
I mean, looking at some of my feeds, it's not great. There was such a small pool of things to choose from this year because nothing came out. But we've got some good contenders for best TV show, best film, and best games, don't we, Dill?
No, yeah, I do. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, best TV show, in my opinion, was The Boys Season 2. And I put Star Wars Clone Wars. I put two of them. You having two? Okay, I'm gonna edge towards The Boys Season 2 for me, personally.
Really? Why, Dill? Why?
It was just... It was what I wanted to follow up from season 1. Season 1 was such an amazing cliffhanger, and the second season just it just blew it out of the water with all of the effects and the storytelling. It was so good.
Yeah,
it was really good.
It impressed you.
Yeah, it impressed me a lot. Yeah,
that's fair enough there. But what about then the Clone Wars? Since you did mention that, even though you only meant to choose one.
Yeah, the reason why is because fans have been waiting for this last season for so long. Honestly, for so long.
I haven't really watched too much of it, but I have heard about all these memes and rumours about how long it's taken for it to finally being delivered. It's
really good. Like, it makes the prequel so much better now that it's completed.
I have seen so many videos of it, and I do intend to watch it.
Yeah, you need to watch it.
It's just that there's so many seasons now, isn't there?
There is, yeah, but the good thing is it's 20 minutes, you know, just lay back, you just watch it, you know, it's not confusing, you know, it's basically it's a kids show, but like the story is really good. And
you know how much I love the prequel, so it is actually right up my street. So
yeah,
I would
exactly.
love to watch it because I love the Clone Wars.
So many lightsabers going on, Lou. You'll love it.
That's me in heaven. I'm already just getting. I'm flustered by the thought of it.
Flustered. Wow.
And so I have chosen something completely different. I don't think you would ever guess the TV show I've chosen, but I don't want you to call me an old man for the TV show I've chosen.
Okay, go on then. What is
my best TV show this year? If you haven't watched it, go and watch it. Is James May, Our Man in Japan.
Oh, I mean, no, you know what? It was funny. I'll give you. It was really funny.
Yeah, I don't watch travel documentaries, but this series, I got Prime and it kept getting advertised. I was like, screw it, I'll give it a chance. And it is genuinely such an amazing series. It's like it covers everything you want to know about Japan, from like the history of samurais to J-pop to even like gadgets that are like ear cleaning things with devices in them with a camera built in as well. Dill, you can do that in Japan.
Of course you can.
Of course you can. Honestly, and like I do want to go to Japan, and this documentary only made me want to go even more. It's such a funny documentary, and you just got like James May of that old school British humour in some of the most craziest situations. Yeah,
that's what made it hilarious. Seeing James May, like a very traditional man, and all of this high tech just out of the blue, Japanese cool stuff, and it's just like what?
There are so many funny moments in it, and like I said, I do not watch travel documentaries, but that if they showed those documentaries in school, I would be in geography. I reckon I could have done a lot better in geography.
What, really? I don't think that's the correct way to teach people, in my opinion. just showing them
I
James May.
would have paid more attention in class. Yeah, I would have paid more attention in class though, Dill. So that's
true,
why it was my favourite TV show this year. It was such a surprise to me, but I enjoyed there's 6 episodes, so yeah, go watch it if you haven't watched it and you're that bored. It's really good at TV.
So for top movies this year,
I can't wait to hear yours, Dill. Yeah, go on, what's your one?
Sadly, I mean, I didn't watch anything. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch anything. I was really stoked for Tenet.
Yeah.
But I just didn't get the chance to watch it. And, you know, all of the cinemas was closed. So, like, there's not a lot I could have done, to be honest. I didn't have a lot of options.
Didn't Trolls come out?
Trolls. I mean, I wasn't going to watch Trolls. But
the Trolls musical or something. I swear that came out earlier in the year. Were you not streaming that, Dill?
No, I was not streaming that.
Oh, you're so uncultured.
I'm sorry.
Unlike you, Dill, I did manage to watch a film all the way back in January at a cinema. I mean, not a lot of people know what they are these days, but yeah, I went to a cinema to watch this. And I went to watch it. It was a very good film, I thought. It was Bad Boys for Life, and I feel like in any other year, this would not be a film that I would say is the best film for 2020, or for best film of that year. But it was actually a really fun film. Like, it was the first... I don't know if you've seen the Bad Boy films, Dill.
Of course I have. Who hasn't seen those films?
Some people haven't seen them. Some people, it's just surprised. Some people haven't seen them. I mean, and this was the first one that came out since, like, I think the last one was 2003, so it was like 17 years ago. And obviously, with buddy comedy films, they usually won't be that good when they get revived. But this was hilarious. Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, their chemistry it's still there. It's just there. It's like it never went, really. And like, there's some cool action scenes in it. The plot is pretty interesting as well. It's not like you're not gonna be blown away by it, but it's just a fun ride from start to finish. And I mean, out of all the films I thought I was gonna be watching in 2020, if you told me the only film I was gonna watch from 2020 was Bad Boys for Life, I'd be pretty disappointed. But it's a good film. It's a good film.
To be fair, the general public, for like the general assumption of the film was pretty good. Like, I didn't see anyone shit on the film, to be honest.
It was if you're like I said, if you're a good fan of the Bad Boy for Life films, or the Bad Boy, I've actually seen Bad Boys for Life now. If you're a fan of the Bad Boys trilogy or the series, you'll like this film. It's a really cool film to watch. And like I said, my film contenders, I didn't have a lot to choose from, so Bad Boys for Life did win this by default.
But
it's a good film. It's a good comedy. I mean, I haven't really got much more to say about it, because I would never describe it as the best film for a year.
No, it's a feel good film, isn't it?
It's a feel, yeah.
Because it has that bit of nostalgia, and it's something new in the sense, because 17 years is still a long time. So
it's a long time.
Yeah, so it's good to see both of them do well, to be honest, in the film.
It gives me confidence. I know it keeps getting rumoured about Rush Hour, if there's a new film coming back. People will be like, oh, will it be good? It's been for so long now. But if Bad Boys for Life can do it 17 years later, I think it gives me confidence for Rush Hour as well. So yeah, there's not much more to say about bloody Bad Boys for Life, because it's just a good film to watch if you're like bored. This would be the worst Oscars ever.
Yeah, you know what? It's all right.
It's alright. It's just a decent film, ain't it? There's not much more we can say about it, because it's the only one we've really got for recommendation. It's the only one we've got nominated.
Yeah, goddamn 2020.
But I'm glad it's a decent film to say that we can say is our best film in 2020. What a sad state of affairs.
I know. When we do this next year, there'll be a massive list. Don't worry, guys.
Don't worry. We'll make it up. I mean, I don't know. Bad Boys for Life, I might nominate again for next year.
Shut up, Lou. So for my best game of the year, it was Hades. And Hades, I loved this game, man. It was such a sick game. The developers, Supergiant, I've been following them for quite a while. I played Bastion and Transistor as well, and their storytelling was so unique, and their art style was just fascinating. And the great thing about Hades, I mean, by the name, it's Greek mythology, and I love Greek mythology, and the way they told the story, it was just so enticing, and I'm so glad that they won Best Indie Game in the Golden Joystick Awards.
Fair play to them. Really? There's some strong contenders for indie games this year, so that's pretty impressive.
I know, yeah.
I know, because you used it for gameplay a few episodes ago. I can't remember what episode it was, but like when I saw the footage of it, it did look like a really fun game. I legit have never heard of the game before you showed me your gameplay for one of these episodes, and it genuinely looks like a really fun game.
Yeah, roguelites. I never delve into roguelites before, except for Hades. And I think the thing that was compelling the most was the story. Because most of them don't have stories, but because this was a story to escape hell, it intrigued me to keep on doing it and doing it and doing it. And even though you lost, like, you gained more like information about the characters and stuff. It's such a cool game. And it's it's cheap as well. It's not a AAA $60 game. Like, it's like £15-20 on sale.
Yeah. It's not that expensive at all.
Yeah.
I keep seeing it pop up on Steam as well. Like, it's not exactly. It's a very popular game, isn't it?
No, it is.
Like,
yeah.
It's doing really well for an indie game, and fair play to the developers. Who are the developers again?
Supergiant.
Yeah,
Supergiant Games. Shout out to them.
Fair play to them, because it looks like they smashed out of the park with Hades with winning awards, and they've probably made an absolute fortune that they didn't expect to do. So yeah, fair play to them.
Yeah, I'm excited about their next game. I know it's already been a year, but I'm just excited about what they're going to release.
So for my best game of 2020, I feel like I've cheated a little bit. I feel like I've cheated, but at the same time, I don't think there would be a lot of people that would argue that I have cheated, even though I have, you know.
What is it?
My game of 2020 is Among Us. And I know it came out in 2018. I know this. I know it came out in 2018. But let's be honest, nobody or his dog knew about Among Us until 2020. I mean, Innersloth were already prepared. They were already developing Among Us 2 before it blew up. And I think it deserves recognition to be one of the best games of 2020 because it came out of nowhere. I know it probably got a bit. I feel like it came off the back end of Fall Guys, so I was considering giving it to since that actually did come out in 2020. But the way Among Us has just came out, it's just smashed everything in terms of streaming and whatnot and views on YouTube and stuff, and it sustains that. I think it's one of the best games this year by far. And the fact that anyone can pick up and play, and you've seen on YouTube so many different people interacting with one another and playing this game. Yeah. And it's so simple.
No, it is.
I feel like it does. It has defined 2020 Among Us for me. I think people staying at home and whatnot. Staying at home and killing your friends.
That's what I think made it so popular. Was because everyone was at home at the same time, and this is such a focused game with your friends, and it's such
what I mean. Yeah,
it's such a great way to communicate with with loads of people. It was so cool.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I know I said it came out in 2018 technically, and yada yada yada, but I think if you had to choose a game to defy like the pandemic and stuff like that, I think Among Us would probably be one of the most commonly picked games out of a lot of gamers because I think everyone's played Among Us at this point. Maybe people have got a bit bored of it. We haven't played it for a while. We need to play it again soon. But
definitely,
it's just so fun. It's just so fun. It deserves every recognition. I know that they said they were planning to do 2, but they're just going to add it into the game and whatnot, continue updating it, which is awesome. It's cheating, but I feel like with this year, Dill, I think you can allow me this.
No, definitely. Like I said, this year sucked so much.
It sucked so bad. Yeah, it's such a bad year.
And exactly. And for an indie developer to have such a good year in 2020, as good as Among Us.
I do like that. I'm about to say, I do like that we've both chosen indie games. I think this year, I mean, I know we didn't choose Fall Guys, but even they get some praise for how they just blew up out of nowhere. Yeah. It's been a very good year for indie developers, and I think that's because a lot of major games are sort of pushed back and stuff, so they sort of had the limelight, and I really do hope that it continues into 2021. Yeah. That indie games, there's a lot of potential there. They just need your money.
Yes, that is true. Again, Among Us kind of reminds me of like Rocket League. It's such a simple concept, but it's so fun and addicting. Yeah. And it's super cheap as well.
It's so cheap, and I don't think the skill level was that high compared to Rocket League. So
it's not. Yeah,
and you can play it on your bloody mobile, and all. It's so easy to play with people. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's the game everyone's gonna start playing at Christmas. Yeah, I would not be surprised if you're going around Granny's this year or whatever you're doing, and you just say to everyone, "Let's play Among Us," and just see what happens. It'll be carnage, but I think it'll be really funny.
It's a great game.
It's a great game. I mean, looking at our picks still, we were really handicapped this year.
No, we were, we struggled, to be honest. Like, I think...
We have struggles.
I think there was a lot of good TV series, and the games and movies were kind of a struggle because of the delays. Yes. Like, even now, but like, even recording this, I think Cyberpunk just got released.
Yes, it did. So, I mean, that probably will take the cake, but at the same time, we're being indie. We've gone with Among Us and Hades. Just accept that.
Yeah, Hades is great. Hades is great.
And just accept that Bad Boys for Life. It will win an Oscar for the best film of
Bad
2020.
Boys for Life. Bad Boy for Life. Senseless Network gives it the top film 2020.
Oh God, that's gonna be so explained in a few years' time.
I know. The dislikes, I'm already seeing them now.
It's not a game, it's a